Welcome to Liberty Park Music. I'm Michelle Huang, your piano instructor. In our lesson today, we'll be looking at the second piece of a piano collection called Four Little Piano Pieces by Franz Liszt. We'll talk about the piece in detail, phrase by phrase, section by section, the harmony, texture, voicing, and the overall musical build throughout the piece, as well as different musical elements that contribute to the appropriate interpretation of Liszt's musical style. The piece begins in A-flat major, with the melody on the top. The bass. And the syncopated chords is the accompaniment. Syncopated chords are to be played on the offbeats. Practice without melody first. Count to help placing the syncopated chords accurately. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be careful not to play these chords too loud and too active. The fingers don't come off the keys. Use the flexibility of the wrist to restrike each chord. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it quiet in the background. When adding the melody back in, notice that the melody is first written as two-note slurs, with the marcato marked on the first note. We want to be careful, though, that this is the first note is not played too harshly, which is a common thing to do when we see the marcato sign. Keep in mind that everything is under the dynamic of piano. So instead of playing the notes straight down into the keys, which sounds very loud and forced, sink into the keys gently. Then release the wrist a bit with the finger still in the key. This way the sound is warmer. For the second note, be careful not to accent it. Move the wrist to the left and float off the wrist gently and gracefully. The phrase structure of the melody is 2 bars. Plus another 2 bars. And then 4 bars. When putting all 3 voices together, the melody needs to be heard the most. Then the bass. Then the chords. Continue to review what we talked about in lesson today. Happy practicing and see you next time.